I've been making a turn-based strategy game in C++ and OpenGL. However, it's become really boring. So let me explain what I did, where I went wrong, and my new plan. So for about 2 weeks now, I've been building the system for a turn-based combat system. It works where there's a player and an enemy, and on your turns you can put your energy points into block, attack, energy, or reveal. Attack deals damage, block stops attacks, and if you block more than they attack, you get a counter attack. Energy stores energy for the next round, and reveal shows you what the enemy picked. At the first turn, both sides get 1 energy, and it increases from there, going 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then what I did this week was I added powers, buffs, and debuffs. So the way a power would work is it would check if you used a specific combo of moves, so let's say 3 attack and 1 energy, you would get some special effect. And the special effects were either buffs or debuffs. And this was a class attached to the player called status, and it kept track of all the effects that a player could have, and when to increase them, when to decrease them. And then in the player class, we added if there's any status effects you have, we would print them to the screen. Alright, but what I realized about halfway through making this system is that the base game wasn't actually that fun to play. The only real meaningful choice you had was, do you try to reveal or not reveal? And if you did reveal, then that turn was solved, as you knew exactly what they were going to do. And if you didn't reveal, you were basically just playing rock, paper, scissors, as attack beat energy, energy beat block, and block beat attack. So before I continued working on this anymore, I kind of took a break and thought about how to fix this issue and what I wanted to change the base game to. The 3 areas of the games that I set out to fix were lack of meaningful choices, issues with partial information, and lack of emergent gameplay. So the meaningful choices part, that just means like the choices you actually make during the game matter. I think a great example of this would be chess, where the entire win or loss of your game is based on how well you played, which are your choices. And mine didn't have this, as unless you revealed, it was just sort of guessing if you could beat their rock, paper, or scissors or not. And then for partial information, this just means that players know some of the information, but not all of it. So I think a good example of this is poker, where everyone's hand is hidden, but you know what cards have been played and you know what cards are in the deck, so you have a rough idea of what cards could be in their hand. And mine was too extreme, where you either knew absolutely nothing or you knew everything. And the last one I wanted to fix was emergent gameplay and the lack of it. And this is where every piece of the game interacts with every other piece. So both chess and poker do this really well, where every piece on a chessboard not only has its own movement, but can take every other opponent's piece and can be blocked by every piece. So even though each chess piece is very simple on its own, the game still has a ton of strategy due to how well every other piece interacts with it. And with poker, this is the cards in your hand, as each card only has a suit and a rank. However, it can form different hands with any other number of cards. And then my game doesn't have any emergence, as besides for your energy, how many points you put into attack would never affect how many points you have on defense, and those systems don't interact. It's very just one way only. So the solution I came up with was to take the idea of the attacks and blocks from my game and get rid of everything else. And then instead of having energy, you would draw a hand of poker cards, and you would play poker hands on either your attack spot or your defense spot. So I will be trying to build that in C++ and OpenGL, so subscribe to the channel if you want to see that. And if you want to see the previous version of this game that I've been talking about in this video, you should click on this video here where I build in. And until next time, see ya.